Welcome traders to Polaris Trading Group in affiliation with Infinity Futures. We're going to do a weekly preview for this week, April 3rd through the 7th, and see what's on tap for us for this week. Polaris Trading Group does offer services and products for educational purposes only on a subscription basis. And trading in futures and options on futures is speculative in nature and involves substantial risk of loss. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Being that this is our inaugural weekly preview video, just wanted to give you a quick background on who I am. I'm a 30-year trading veteran, having worked for the investment banks and various hedge funds over the years. I am currently an independent proprietary trader. And I've worked at places such as Shearson Lehman Brothers, United Bank of Switzerland, and a number of high-frequency hedge funds. During my tenure at those places, I was a market maker and listed in NASDAQ stocks, as well as index derivative futures and various positions through the portfolio risk management spectrum. So that said, let's go directly to see what's on tap for this week. All right, so one of the first things I always look at for the upcoming week is, are there any economic reports or any events that may influence the markets? And we want to be aware of them. We don't know how the influence will be, but we simply want to be aware of them. So on tap for this week, we have some key items: PMA manufacturing, the construction spending. This was on Monday. Tuesday seems to be fairly light. A big day for the FOMC minutes that come out about 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, every Wednesday, the EIA petroleum report for the crude oil, for the oil sector. And we have the ADP employment report, which is followed into Thursday by the jobless claims consensus, and the big daddy on Friday, the employment situation, the monthly. So that's those numbers are going to be important for the FOMC and the read-through on any further rate hikes. All right, so that is how we start the week. Let's go over to the bigger picture charts, and let's take a look at the profile situation on the left-hand side. This will be for the S&P, and you can read through this if you trade the YM or you read through and you trade the NQ. They're going to be very similar in overall structure. But looking at the S&P here, you can clearly see I've outlined, for those of you that are familiar with kind of the Elliott wave, so far market looks like it's put in a corrective three-wave pattern, and we're working on a bullish wave situation right now as we end the first quarter into a potential for a wave 4. Now what I've also outlined here is this in the channels here, that the market is currently in an overall down trend condition. All right, so currently we're still in this corrective phase. One key note here last week, this green dotted line here, that is the 50-day simple moving average. That tends to be a level or an average that the big mutual fund type managers guard against. And it is upward sloping, as you can see, so the overall larger picture is still bullish. Although from the most recent high up at the 2400s, the market has experienced some sort of a corrective action. So what we're simply looking for here right now is perhaps two-sided trade to try to find a solid direction. Like right now, the market has rallied up off of that deep low, but is now beginning to encounter an area of high volume in where the breakdown occurred off of that wave 2 pattern. So coming up for this week, any pullbacks that we may see, we're going to be watching very closely into the 2340 area, where that 50 days simple moving average is also a high volume node. All right, so for support. Now if it can find some support on any type of a pullback during this week, all right, that will bode well, and that may set up kind of a slingshot type pattern here, where the market pulls back, finds good support, and then slingshots back up, all right, further. Again, this is only a projection, one type scenario. The alternate scenario is this current swing is still in effect as we enter into this week. Key price zone that you probably want to keep an eye out on for determining whether or not the market will continue on or not is through the 2372 area. All right, there's a low volume node there. Not a whole lot of trade has taken place at that level. It also is an intersection of this downtrending channel line. So if they break that line during this week and the swing remains robust and strong, look for shallow pullbacks and then a continuation high to test the 2388.90 area, which was the top of this prior wave. All right, so that's the overall bigger picture. And so what we do from this standpoint, again, this kind of gives us an outline on a day over basis in our trading room, and every morning we post the daily trade strategy. And what we're simply doing is honing in on the particulars for the current session and what the current ranges have been, what are some of the projections for that particular day. So as you see here on the right hand side, this is from Monday, April 3rd. All right, as we come in, so this is this recording is Sunday evening, April 2nd. So this will be for Monday morning's trade. Two scenarios we lay out. A bullish scenario will be if the market clears and converts this 2366 area we saw on Friday. There was a little bit of a kind of a double top that occurred throughout the session, right, from the day prior. So price will need to clear, convert the 2368s handily, and then if it can do so, the upside then projects initially up here at the 72.74 zone. All right, and then if it continues up, we have some 3-day rally targets that measure up to the 76s through 79. So that will be the upside target scenarios should the market clear and convert. In other words, clear up through here and come back and hold support and create new upper support. All right, as you can see right now, this is recording is about 6:15 Sunday evening, so the Globex market is now open. As you can see, we're in the lower part of this current range from Friday. Now, the alternate scenario, the bearish scenario for the downside would be a violation and conversion of the cycle day 1 low here at 56.75. All right, again, violate, convert that, very similar to the same type of pattern. And then if it fails to recover, if there is a violation, it fails to recover, all right, first target right here would be about the 51s. Last week, for those in our membership, you will recall that we were talking very much some important levels around the 50 handle. And that's still going to be the case this week. So if the 50 handle gives way, all right, again, further downside could be expected down to the 23.44.45 area. This will be for Monday. Now, this is typically just a plan and an outline for the following session. As the session unfolds, we want to make sure that we hone in and zoom in on the various trade opportunities that we have throughout the session. Okay, so that will be our preview for the upcoming week and for Monday morning. And if you want to learn a little bit more about what we do, you can come visit us at PolarisTradingGroup.com, and we will offer a 14-day free trial for those interested. And come in, just sign up, use that link that's showing on your screen. Normally it's a 7-day trial. We give a 14-day trial, and come in and see what we're doing and go a little deeper in the analysis of how the week will potentially unfold. And if you have any further questions, you can feel free to reach me at david@PolarisTradingGroup.com. Be sure to contact Patrick Zielbauer or your Infinity Futures representative for further information regarding this offer. All right, thanks very much, everybody. Enjoy. Have a great trading week this week, and let's be profitable.